Okay, so I'm here with Carl Abbott, Tomlinson and Steve Hart following Gresley's 4-3 win over Melton Town. So Carl, did you envisage it being that tight when you went 3-0 up? Kind of just the game swung at the end of half.
No, you don't, do you? I think you think that it's such a 3-0 is the one where you feel like the game's quite safe and secure as long as you keep it clean. 2-0's a very different scoreline, but all credit to Melton. What we did know is it was going to be a real tough game today. Made even more difficult by the pitch. Walking across the pitch at the end, I got nothing but high praise for the players from both sides today to put on a game like that for the spectators, because however bad it looks from up here, but it's so much worse when you're on there. And the guys on both sides have tried to pass the ball. They've tried to do things right. They've probably tried to do things too correctly, and caused our own problems a little bit. I think if we'd have played in straight lines, we could have made the game a lot easier. We've kept trying to play. All credit to the lads. A lot of hard work, lot of graft, lots of effort. I don't really care about the scoreline today, Alfie. I think it's one of them games we'll look back on, playing against a good Melton side, one of the tricky fixtures in the season, on a really bad surface, which makes it on a really difficult surface, which makes it an even more even contest. I've got nothing but high praise. Really chuffed with the result. We chalk up 3 points, and at the end of the season, we'll look back on that one and say, "Gosh, that one was a real slog. What a great result that was for us."
And Steve, it was a really quick start to the game. Was that something you wanted to do, like get on the front foot immediately?
Yeah, 100%. Before the game, obviously Albo and Tomo just telling us, get out as soon as you can, and obviously what we did against Heather, and it worked really well, and exactly the same today. Obviously going 3-0 up, I think maybe we did get a little complacent, but like I say, that the start that we've been having over the past 2 games have been amazing. It's brilliant for me, obviously up front, because when everyone else is on it, you have to be on it up front. So it's always nice to start quick, definitely for a striker.
And Tomo have been generally really good defensively this season, but is it just good like when we do have these lapses, we have Steve and Danny to just kind of get those goals for us?
Yeah, we've said it many times on the interviews, haven't we, Alfie? That the firepower that we have got, when you've got two lads in the top goal scoring charts from the same club in the same team, you're always a threat. Today you can't knock anybody today on that. In conceding 3 goals, we don't like to concede goals, especially 3, and we haven't done all season concede 3 goals. But the conditions are a factor in that today. You know what I mean? So as I said, the most important thing today was coming up with 3 points. However you get them, in the end you get them, and we got them. And we got Steve and we've got Danny, and then they say the lads are chipping in with it as well. And Albie's gone and scored a great overhead kick, at the end to tie and sort of give us that little bit of breathing space. But as I say, they were never out of it. And I want to pay a lot of respects to Melton today, because second half, they've scored in a good time in the first half with that penalty, and that's given the impetus in the first 15-20 minutes to have a real go, and they have, and I think the conditions have evened up the game a lot as well, to be fair, and credit to them, they've made it a good game of football for the paying spectators to come and watch that. But you know what, we're just glad to get off the pitch, and we've got our 3 points, and we'll take them home and happy days, move on to the next one.
And Carl, just finally a word on that overhead kick. Were you surprised when that went in? Did you know Albie had that in his locker?
I didn't know it was Albie. I thought it was Kane.
I thought it was Kane.
He's got up and he's wheeled away like a seasoned centre forward as well. Like he's done it a million times. I thought he was great when he came on. Actually, he picked up the pace of the game very quickly. He won things, broke things up, turned around the other way. It was just what we needed at that point, really. The game turned a little bit. It wasn't such a great game anymore for Seeley and Harty. The pitch had gone so bad, with their touch players, and they want to get it on the half turn, create things, and it just became a battle of attrition, really. So we just tried to put Albie on to just give us a bit of steel. The same with Crads, and the boys up top just turn them around, bit of pace, go and get it around there, the top end of the pitch, and I thought Albie was terrific, and what a goal, unbelievable.
Cheers, guys.